Commerce Alive today presents
Denny's. The restaurant originally opened as Denny's Donuts in 1954 by Richard Jesak and Harold Butler, located at the intersection of Bellflower and Del Amo Boulevards in Lakewood, California. 2 years later, after Jesak left the chain of 6 stores, Butler changed its concept, shifting it from a donut shop to a coffee shop with store No. Denny's Donuts was renamed Denny's Coffee Shops and changed its operation to 24 hours. During the 1950s, Los Angeles architects Ahmed and Davis created a new prototype building with a boomerang-shaped roof that became a model for stores built nationwide. They also designed a second prototype in 1965 with a zigzag shingled roof. These designs enabled Googie architecture to spread across America. Many Denny's locations were built near freeway off-ramps, leading to increasingly larger signage. In 1961, 2 years after changing its name to Denny's Coffee Shops to avoid confusion with the Los Angeles restaurant chain Coffee Dan's, it changed its name again to simply Denny's. During a period when the business was expanding, reaching over 1,000 restaurants in all 50 states by 1981, the company absorbed many former Samba's restaurants and used their mid-century design in some of their restaurants. In 1977, Denny's introduced the still popular Grand Slam breakfast. It opened its first restaurant in Australia in December 1982, in the suburb of Forest Hill, Melbourne. The Australian franchise was owned by Ansett Australia and expanded into other states throughout the 1980s. However, changing tastes of the Australian consumer led to the sale of the chain in 1989 and its closure shortly after that. After maintaining them until 1989 in La Mirada, California, Denny's moved its main offices to Irvine, California and then to Spartanburg, South Carolina, where Trans World Corporation, its parent company since 1987, maintained its headquarters. By acquiring a 47% stake in TWC in 1992, the private equity firm KKR encouraged it to sell its non-core businesses. In 1994, Denny's became the largest corporate sponsor of Save the Children, a national charity. All but 6 Denny's locations closed for the first time ever for Christmas 1988. This was problematic because many restaurants had been built without locks, and others had reportedly lost their keys. Also in 1994, it began renovating its stores with a lighter color scheme. Select locations also began serving Baskin-Robbins ice cream for a short time. Houston, Texas, was the test market for the chain-wide renovation. After changing its name from TWC to the Flagstar Companies, this firm filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy on July 12, 1997. Denny's dominated its operations to such an extent that Flagstar changed its name again to Denny's Corporation, trading on the Nasdaq under the symbol DEN. In July 2010, Denny's presence in the United States saw a major expansion when Pilot Flying J started opening Denny's locations inside their Flying J branded truck stop locations. 123 Pilot Flying J conversions were eventually completed. In June 2012, Denny's opened a location in the Las Americas International Airport, its first location in an airport and its first in the Dominican Republic. In July 2012, Denny's announced it had signed an agreement with a franchisee to open 50 restaurants in southern China over 15 years, beginning in 2013. This was Denny's largest international development deal at that time. However, the deal was canceled before any restaurants opened. On August 29, 2014, Denny's opened its first location in New York City, with some patrons waiting as long as 2 hours before its official opening to eat there. Located in Lower Manhattan, the location is designed to be more upscale than the typical Denny's, serves alcohol, and offers a location-exclusive $300 Grand Cru Slam, which is the standard Grand Slam breakfast served with a bottle of Dom Perignon. It closed in January 2018. In November 2017, it was announced that Denny's was to open its first UK restaurant in Swansea in December 2017 as part of Park Taw's £15 million redevelopment scheme, occupying a 4,000 square feet unit. The restaurant opened on Christmas Day 2017 for the homeless people in the city of Swansea, although the official opening to the general public was on December 27. In 2022, Denny's acquired Orlando-based chain Kiki's Breakfast Cafe for $82.5 million. During an October 22, 2024, Investor Day, Denny's announced it would expand Keke's nationwide while closing 150 Denny's restaurants in the following 12 to 18 months. Along with their famous breakfasts and hamburgers, Denny's introduced the Beyond Burger as a vegetarian alternative in 2020. It was discontinued in 2023 and replaced with Dr. Prager's California Veggie Patty. At the end of 2023 there were 1,602 Denny's restaurants, with the company owning and operating 66 with the remaining 1,582 under a franchising model. 1,445 of Denny's 1,602 restaurants are located in the United States including the District of Columbia, 84 in Canada, 15 in Mexico, 15 in Puerto Rico, 12 in Philippines, 7 in New Zealand, 6 in Honduras, 5 in the UAE, 2 in Guatemala, 3 in Costa Rica, 2 in Guam, 3 in El Salvador, 1 in Indonesia, 1 in Curacao and 1 in the United Kingdom. Denny's previously had a location in Chile. The U.S. states with the most Denny's restaurants are California 363, Texas 204 and Florida 124. There are also about 578 Denny's restaurants in Japan operated independently under a license by a subsidiary of 7&i Holdings since 1984. The first Denny's restaurant in Japan opened on the first floor of the Ito Yokado in Kamioka, Konnan-ku, Yokohama, Kanagawa Prefecture on April 27, 1974. However, it closed on March 20, 2017, on account of the demolition of the building of Ito Yokado. On November 3, 2025, it was announced that Denny's Corporation would be acquired by TriArtisan Capital Advisors, Treville Capital Group, and Yadav Enterprises, expecting to complete the $620 million transaction and take it private in the first quarter of 2026. The transaction was completed in January 2026. On December 2, 2025, People magazine reported that the chain had announced it would close 150 underperforming locations across the U.S.
And stepping up to the plate, the return of Denny's Original Grand Slam, and it's only $5.99. Come enjoy the yummiest hit and breakfast for a price that knocks it out of the park. The Original Grand Slam is back for a limited time. Craving a home run breakfast at Denny's? It's
If you have any fond memories, please indicate it at the comments below. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and like.